Yo guys, Pokemon Master 556 here, and I am half asleep, and we're about ready to do a PSA returns, and there's two of them. That's what's going on. It's 102 cards over here sitting next to me, and they're all out of the cases, ready to get looked at and shown off. Some of these will be for sale, some of them won't, so if you ask about the ones that aren't for sale, I'm going to smack you. But anyways, I guess this first card will be for sale, as I already have one. So this is a full art Skyla, Japanese Gem 10. Good to have. I don't really have very many cards with 10s, unfortunately, this time around. But we got a Gyarados, first edition, near mint to mint 8. I was expecting this on this one. It's a little sad that it couldn't come back 9, but I expected it. Next up, we got a Legendary Collection, Articuno. We got a mint 9 on that. I need to separate my stacks for grades here. I've got a near mint 8 Legendary Collection Machamp. The people grading my cards for one of my submissions were a little harsher than usual, as hence the 8s. Got a mint 9 Nidoking, first edition. This one will be for sale as well, as I already have a card that has a higher grade than that of that card. So, if anyone wants to buy that, let me know. Next up, we got a EX Sandstorm Gardevoir 10. I'm going to be keeping this one in my collection as well. I guess I have 2 10s from this set now, which isn't very many, but it's better than none. Rocket Snorlax 9. Legendary Collection Muck, mint 9. There's a lot of mint 9 cards in this. Whoa! We got a Alto Mare, 10th movie commemoration promo. Got that at a 10, that was a regrade. Celebi, same set, that came back at 10 as well, that was a regrade. This was a regrade as well, this came back at 10, so they're just population control bullcrap stuff from PSA like usual. I don't know how many cards I have to regrade this next send off, but I've got 30 days left to, or actually I've got 15 days left to regrade all my cards, which isn't very much. We got a Slowbro from EX Fire Red Leaf Green. This is going in my personal collection as well. A lot of the first edition base set 10s will be going into my collection. EX Unseen Forces for Alligator. This card's pretty sick. This one will be up for sale as well. Got a Lapras EX, mint 9. Dark Raichu, Legendary Collection. Got a near mint 8. Had a few 8s in this round, which sucks. Okay, so this is my mint 9 Electrode, and I'm almost positive this is a population control kind of thing again, because I recall this thing looking absolutely flawless on the back. Like, what could have possibly have gave my card a 9? Like, that little speck there? No, I don't think so. But the centering is even good too, so I don't know. That's that black speck down there. I don't know, but that'll be getting degraded. Got a mint 9 Charmeleon Reverse Hollow. Mint 9 Porygon. I'm going to have to look over some of these non-hollow first edition cards because they gave me a lot of 9s. Got a mint 9 Magikarp. Mint 9 Scoop Up. And don't worry guys, I did get some good first edition 10s as well. Ampharos, mint 9. I was really hoping to get a 10 on this one, but it did have some unfortunate pack-pulled scratch lines. Omastar, mint 9. I love these reverse hollow legendary collection cards. Next up, we got another card from my personal collection. Team Rocket Returns Piloswine Hollow. Pretty cool to add that one to the hollow collection that I have. And the coffee pot just went off. I got a Jolteon Mint 9. And let me see here. I think, oh nope, that's not the next card. So maybe I sent off more than one. This was a regrade as well. Dark Slowking Mint 9. Unfortunate. Clefairy Mint 9. I might be keeping most of these Mint 9 cards. This one I'll be keeping as well. It's just really off-center. I'm surprised it didn't come back in 8, honestly, with that centering. These cards are pretty hard to find. If anyone has one in a 10, I'd appreciate buying it from somebody. Mint 9 Eradicate. This is a huge, huge card right here for me. And look at that PSA number up there. So many zeros. But yeah, Gem Mint 10 Dragonair. This thing just sold on auction recently for $405, which is ridiculously insane. Got a Dratini Mint 9. Too bad those couldn't have been graded consecutively 10s. That'd have been cool. Mint 9 Drowsy, Legendary Reverse. Mint 9 Machoke. Dark Gengar, this one will be for sale. Here's another crazy good one. So this card was regraded from an 8, which should never have been an 8 to begin with. Apparently this is what PSA 8 quality looks like, according to them. This card was graded over a year ago, and they gave it an 8. I had a really, really harsh grader that was obviously didn't know what he was doing when grading cards, so he gave me an 8 on that. Came back at 10 this time. Squirtle got a Mint 9. Still waiting to grade my own Squirtle in a 10. Has not happened yet. Pokemon Trader Reverse 10. Or sorry, that's a 9. I wish it was a 10. Mr. Mime EX Gem Mint 10. That one will be for sale, as I have one of those already. My set is complete. Ivysaur Mint 9. Unfortunately, I'm almost positive this card should... I feel like it should get a 10. But you look at that, like, doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it, so I wonder what they're seeing, because I've sent that in to get graded twice now. Mint 9 Golduck. Mint 9 Ponyta. Gem Mint 10 Nidorina. So that's pretty awesome. Mint 9 Kabuto. These cards are so hard to grade in 10s, it's ridiculous. I got a Dragonair. Check that out, Legendary Collection 10. So there's 4 of these in population. Goes well, right next to my other Dragonair. Farfetch'd Mint 9. Pokemon Breeder Mint 9 as well. I think it's because of the centering was off. Otherwise, I think that card would have came back a 10 for me. Celebi Mint 9. I don't remember if this is the one that I regraded again, but I still don't understand how it's only coming back a 9. This little speck down there is the only thing that's anything wrong with it, so it's just like, I don't get it. Mint 9 Shining Magikarp. Growlithe Mint 9. Oh, well, look at that. That's the second Nidorina, I guess, of the submission. So I guess that one will be for sale, since I've got a 10. This is a really awesome card right here. Kadabra Gem Mint 10 from base set. These ones are really hard to come by. I haven't even seen one for sale on eBay before, so I'm proud to knock that off the list. Energy Retrieval 9. Snorlax from Dragon Frontiers, pretty cool looking card. I really like the Delta Species cards a lot. Got a Mint 9 Light Azumarill. And actually a lot of my Neo Destiny cards did quite well for themselves. This is a really cool one right here. Gem Mint 10 Milotic from Dragon Frontiers. It's a holo, of course, not an EX or anything fancy, but it's still a really cool looking card. Got a Muck Mint 9 Reverse. This is a really, really sweet card to get in a 10. So this is a Pop 2 Jolteon from Legendary Collection. So look at that card. I know, Zach, if you're watching this, I know you're drooling. But I don't think I'm going to be selling it. I really, really like my Legendary Collection cards. Hopefully I could find another one in a 10. Raikou got a mint 9. This is my first edition base Machamp. I'm really glad to see this came back a mint 9 as well. Going for a complete 9 set of first edition base for just the holos alone is hard enough. So I'm pretty pleased. Gem Mint 10 Marowak holo, Fire Red Leaf Green. Another Gem Mint 10. This is the Arcanine from base. Pretty awesome. I'm going to be keeping this one. I recently purchased one myself, and since I got a 10 of it myself, I'm going to go ahead and sell off the one I bought just recently off of Cracklock McCabe. Mint 9 Jinx. Mint 9 Potion. Dark Dragonite, Mint 9. This is another huge one to cross off the list. Some people have been looking for this forever. Last first edition Gem 10. I think they graded this card a 9 the first time, and it's just like, once again, I don't understand why they think that it's necessary to grade my cards lower than what they're actually rated at. So, crazy PSA. Mint 9 Tyranitar. Pretty sweet card right there. I've had quite a few of those cards in my time. Misty Seadra, this was a regrade for my very first PSA submission that I ever did. So I've had it for like 2 years, and I just now decided to grade it. So that came back at 10. Pretty awesome. Mint 9 Charmeleon. This was a card that they didn't grade. I put a minimum grade on it, and I guess they deemed it unworthy of the 10. I'm getting really, really tired of them doing stuff like that with certain cards, where it's just like, I know it's a 10, and they actually sent the card back in a sleeve. So Neo 2 Umbreon, minimum grade. Unfortunately, it did not meet the 10 requirements. I will probably send it back in one last time. I'd really like to have that card graded myself in a 10, not buy it for $40 or $50, because I think that's unnecessary. A Scoop Up Legendary Collection reverse. Mint 9 Machamp. Pokemon Trader. I'm not really sure if this is one that I thought could come back at 10. Probably not. So there was just a really, really tiny spot down there. But I think the centering might be a little off. Looking for that card in a 10 as well. So if anyone knows whereabouts of that card in a 10, please let me know. Maintenance, Mint 9. First edition base set Chansey. Near mint to mint 8. Pretty cool card. I was expecting this grade on the card as well. So not too bad. Kakuna reverse, 9. Flareon, holo, mint 9. I already have that card in a 10. Such an awesome card. Got Sandshrew, mint 9. This mint 9 stack is way too big. Looks like, I think I sent 2 Jolteons then. I think I've seen 2 Jolteon mint 9 so far, so I must have sent one from each month. I got a Crobat mint 9. I think that there was a holo scratch on there somewhere, but I think the card looked really, really good and hopeful. Just couldn't get that 10. Ghastly, mint 9. Dark Porygon, mint 9. Really surprised I haven't gotten one of those in a 10, since I've graded like 5 or 6 of those darn things. Energy Retrieval, mint 9. Here's a really, really good one right here. Look at that. This is a regrade. I knew this card deserved the grade of a 10 the first time I graded it. Came back a 9. Card is absolutely flawless front to back. So you could see there. But I believe this one will be for sale. Really like the card a lot. Don't really want to sell it, but it'll help me complete my collection goals. So, mint 9 Hitmontop. Mint 9 Magneton. This card is super hard to get in a 10. Always got a ton of factory scratches all over them. Light Togetic, Gem Mint 10 from Neo Destiny. Dark Scizor, Gem Mint 10 from Neo Destiny. Yeah, my Neo Destiny cards did really well. I'm very pleased with those cards. Dark Vaporeon got a Mint 9. A couple of some Pokénars cards here. Entei pack pulled card, pretty sick looking card there. Kyogre EX full art as well, Mint 9. Typhlosion, Mint 9. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe the centering is a little off left to right, but there's no scratches in the holo, and the card is flawless the rest of the way around. So we're going to end up regrading that card for him so that it could pop up to pop 2 finally. Politoed Mint 9 as well. Not really sure. Maybe it was the centering. Maybe there's a light scratch on it I didn't see, but this is his as well. That's actually... Oh, wait, no, that's not it for his. This is his 5th card he sent out. It's Kingdra Gem Mint 10 Neo Revelation non-holo. Pretty cool card. Thought about collecting that set in all Gem Mint 10 at one point, but I just don't know if I have the money for that. It's Alakazam Mint 9. Nidoqueen Mint 9. Dark Typhlosion Mint 9, not Mint 9, Gem Mint 10, sorry. Yeah. So these cards are all really, really good looking. Great cards, no scratches on the holos. Just like a tiny bit of silvering on them at best, or at worst, I should say. Rhydon Mint 9. This one is a Pop 1 card right here, Sandslash Gem Mint 10. Well, PSA has 2 different ways you could look up Pokemon cards. There's a Pokemon category, and then there's a non-sports Pokemon category. So there might actually be like one more of these out there somewhere. But as for now, as far as I'm concerned, there is only one, according to PSA. Along with this Seadra card right here, which is a Pop 1 as well, according to PSA report. So that's pretty freaking sweet to be getting my hands on a lot of Pop 1 cards from that set. For my collection, I've got I think a 19 10s in this set so far. Ninetales Mint 9. An unfortunate Suicune Mint 9, which was a regrade from a guy that claimed that the cards would get a 10, but sorry buddy, I don't think that you know how to grade cards as well as you hope to. The card looked pretty hopeful of a 10, but there was some light scratches in it. And lastly, but not least, is a Mint 9 Reverse Bulbasaur, which this will also be for sale since I already have a 10 of one. Pretty sweet cards. I love these reverse holos. But anyways, guys, that's it for the video, and I hope you enjoyed. Another PSA return will be here, my 25 card return. Not quite as awesome as this one is here, but still nonetheless pretty awesome. So stay tuned for that and a couple more bought cards by mail videos, some more PSA 10s and stuff. So don't forget to check out my eBay, and hopefully we can work out a deal somewhere along the line, because I'm a little bit broke at the moment and would really like to be able to still continue buying cards to show you guys. So thanks. Peace.